Arcanine. Let's go.
Belly Bolt. My goat. Okay, he's so happy.
Such a jolly fellow. And you can do a chicken water. Up. Oh, that defense here took a while to come in.
Discharge. Be paralyzed. That'd be cool. But we don't want it to be cool though. It's a nice type.
It's true. You gotta melt this man down.
Oh, we can't melt it though. It's an ability.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, that's fine. Another crit. This thing loves crit. See how much it's debuffed.
Healed here.
I think you can go for it because I want to save mine for a little longer.
Oh, it's paralyzed. There we go.
Sweet, sweet, perfect.
Wow, that didn't heal much.
Okay, let me do one then. You can continue to set up afterwards. Yeah, that's a little better.
Okay, focus energy. Yeah, it couldn't move. Belly bolt, belly bolt, my goat.
Available coming in clutch as usual. Also got a free turn here. Not getting much with that. That's probably. There we go.
I need to clear it immediately.
Oh, of course.
Wait for you to do one breaking swipe, and then I'll do a chilling.
Yeah.
Okay, doing chilling. The 2 HP from Shell Bell, let's go. I was paralyzed again.
The one defense drop now is going to be permanent.
That one did more damage than normal. We don't have reflect up.
Yeah, but
Okay.
there we go.
There we go.
I saw your health go down. I got scared for a moment.
How did it go down? The, it didn't attack me. It got paralyzed.
No, it's just like a visual glitch, I guess.
I was in the yellow before I attacked.
That might have been wise then. Three defense drops. I think that might be enough. So I'm gonna debuff it a little more again.
Could be the shield. Yeah, there it is.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't get a crit from that one.
Check it.
Nullified our stats. I'm going to kill our dragon guy real quick.
Sure.
Oh shit! I got rid of a reflect
No,
though. I
fine.
forgot about that.
It's fine because I don't have one turn left, so it doesn't matter.
And then Belly Bolt and you did light screen and reflect immediately.
I think we can keep attacking it and keep the buff.
Yeah, I'm gonna do one more sword stance and then yeah, keep attacking.
You know what I'm gonna do for attacking? I'm gonna do an attack here because I think we have an opening for that.
Okay. I'm gonna wait for it to pop up on my screen. There it goes. Brick break. Oh, there's the damage.
Perfect. Okay.
Oh, and it cleared me. I'm just gonna keep attacking it because it has some defense drops, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I think we can just keep going with that.
It moved. It couldn't move. Let's go. Oh, we gotta hurry.
I think we
I got no time to set up. Ain't got no time to set up.
Almost there.
One more attack. One more attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get through all the text, I guess. Just hurry up. Swear to God, if we lose, because it's just taking too long for me to do stuff.
Oh, it was very close though. There we go.
We did it!
Yeah, I was scared that the attacks were
Belly
actually
bolts, our
coming
goat!
from governing blood.
Haley, love you. You always bring a belly bolt. I think it's always Haley.
It might be, and if so, then Haley, you're encoded.
I know Dylan always brings the Haxorus.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, it matches the item too, so that might be the case. Between heavy and low and moonball for this guy.
You'll never guess what ball I did.
You know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say what's Quaquaval this time.
That was Nest Ball.
Should have stuck with my usual guess.
Quick Ball is blue. It's kind of bluish. Yeah, the kind of matches.
That's
I can't have that.
can have any synergy.
All right, thanks for having me.
Likewise, thanks for coming to the show.
Yep. Do you need any of my Pokemons again?
Nah, I got a
Okay.
shiny duck of my own.
Okay. You have a good day.
Likewise. I'm not sure why we're doing Baxcalibur now, but okay, let's go I guess. Baxcalibur is not the toughest powerhouse raid so far, but it's a strong contender for the most annoying one. At a glance, not much about Baxcalibur looks like an issue, but look beneath the surface and you'll see you have quite a few things to worry about. To start, Baxcalibur has very good offensive capabilities as you might expect. 145 attack is pretty nuts. It's also decently fast in the context of terror raids. Not speedy, but it's fast enough to outspeed a couple things at base speed. Hence why we had to invest into speed with our Pokemon. That attack stat becomes even more ridiculous when it's using its signature move, Glaive Rush. This is a stab 120 base power move with a weird side effect. When it's used, Baxcalibur will take double damage and attacks cannot miss it. This can let you net some pretty nice extra damage, if Baxcalibur uses it on you, that said. But I'm also not sure you want to get hit by that. Thank God it's Terra Ice and not Terra Dragon. So, Glaive Rush makes it take extra damage. You might think it'll go down quickly because of that, but think again because Baxcalibur has a whopping times 55 HP boost. For reference, most raid bosses tend to have a times 25 or 30 multiplier, generally speaking. Let me put it into perspective even more for you. This HP multiplier is higher than the 7-star Mewtwo, which had a times 50 multiplier. This means you have a lot of HP to get through, which makes the timer as much of a threat as Baxcalibur here. Other than Glaive Rush, Baxcalibur packs some of the usual suspects that we've seen in powerhouse raids. Earthquake might as well be a staple now. It's got a pretty nasty Icicle Crash which can flinch you, and last but not least, it has Crunch to bring down your defenses. It's also packing Sword Stance as a scheduled move, which does turn 0 and halfway through the raid. If you don't outspeed it, you may very well get knocked out immediately with the amount of damage that it can put out. These scheduled actions as a whole are what make Baxcalibur kind of annoying to deal with. I've already mentioned a turn 0 Sword Stance, but it also puts up the shield damn near immediately. A decently big shield too at that, which further adds to its bulk. The highlight is the player stat clears, however. Baxcalibur will clear player stats at 80% of the timer, 60% HP and 40% HP. Keeping your own buffs can be a real struggle here because the clears are so consecutive, so you don't want to rely too much on them. It's more reliable to use debuffs. However, Baxcalibur does also clear its own stats at 50% of the timer, so you may have to reapply them, further adding to the annoyances of these scheduled actions. The last trick Baxcalibur has up its sleeve is Thermal Exchange. Burning may seem like a good way to bring down the damage of Glaive Rush, but Baxcalibur actually gets an attack boost from any fire move. If you get Arcanine as an NPC, it's probably as good as over. It's not the most difficult raid, but Baxcalibur will annoy you to no end in a war of attrition. To stand up to that nasty attack stat that Baxcalibur has, you're gonna need a pretty beefy support Pokemon here that can take that punishment. That's where Duraludon comes in. There is actually very little difference between Duraludon and Arcaludon's defense stats, so slap an Eviolite on Duraludon and you've got a pretty sturdy tank at your side that can do everything Arcaludon can to support the team, but with more bulk. It's got a good typing for this, so it's a great hit taker here in general. Duraludon is honestly such an underrated Pokemon in general for raids. This thing has both screens, as well as both Break and Swipe and Snarl. Much like Oranguru, it was a Pokemon that I knew we would have to pull out someday. We just had to wait for a raid that would warrant using such a good supporter. Duraludon also has a key move here that you tend to forget about nowadays, Rock Smash. It's easy to forget that it has a 50% chance to lower the opponent's defense. Because we have to rely less on buffs and more on debuffs, this is an excellent way to keep the damage output up, as these defense drops will stick around permanently once Baxcalibur has cleared its own stats. It's kind of ironic that Duraludon has such an excellent support move pool because it's actually a pretty shallow move pool outside of that. I originally had Dragon Cheer over Body Slam, but I forgot that it doesn't stack with Focus Energy, so that was an oversight I had to correct. I just switched it to Body Slam, but we had Volleybolt at our side, so I didn't even have to use it. Not that it matters though, Duraludon does exactly what we needed to and it does it efficiently. Unless it gets crit, it'll stand there and take hits all day. The only downside to Duraludon are that it has no usable ability and that we also have to be more diligent with keeping up Reflect because it has to hold Eviolite instead of Light Clay. Quaquaval was picked largely because it's one of Sapphire's goats at first, but I did also have reasons to pick it beyond that. Its typing is good here because the water typing lets it resist the Terra boosted Icicle Crash, and the fighting type means that crunch defense drops are a non-factor here. Being a water type, of course it's gonna have Chilling Water, which is a great way to get to Terra and undo Baxcalibur's Source Senses. Quaquaval is also packing a pretty solid attack stat and Source Sense of its own to boost our damage. Unfortunately, it has no Rock Smash, but we can make do without it thanks to Duraludon. The last move here is Focus Energy. Although we won't have guaranteed critical hits due to the fact that it's just Focus Energy alone with no Scope Lens or a high crit chance move, it still helps quite a bit. Focus Energy cannot be cleared by the boss, so this means we have our net source of damage boosting that we can keep at all times. Surprisingly, Quaquaval is not fast enough to outspeed Baxcalibur without any speed investment. It actually has the exact same speed as Duraludon, so both of them needed 20 speed EVs to outspeed. You'd also be surprised at how much that bit HP investment helps take one more hit. The only downside to Quaquaval is that it has no usable abilities. Sort of. You can put Matsu on it and kick your own NPCs for a damage boost. Not the most effective damage buff, but it is funny, so I approve of it. Quaquaval is not always dealing explosive damage, but its damage output is consistent enough to get through the massive HP pool that Baxcalibur has, and the right attributes to make it work.